the bread and butter that you need to know as a jungler, and definitely playable into the Azir. Meanwhile, though, Dignitas, you always look at the top lane for the magic, Mazel.
You got to.
Energy. You were just talking about Ignar. You know, him trading flashes with Tomo pretty early on does also help out with a lot of... So they're going to be able to zone him off. All right, Cannon Minion at least will die. It's tanking a lot. That's one turret plate. How much can they deny from FBI here?
I love it because it's a little bit of revenge. Santorin, best served cold, he says, in first blood to Poom and Dignitas.
Oh, this is... honestly, I don't even know how they get themselves back out of this. Even with contracts here, they got the kill. So Tomo denies even more experience to FBI. He gets another turret plate. Poom and Santorin are still playing bodyguard, and they're going again.
It feels so bad. He's just getting domed now. The cleanse, the flash, everything used. They get one trade back at least. The tower shots, it could just be enough. Contracts want to follow it up, but he is just a rel. And they get one, but it is the trade back forth.
Yeah, they...
Oh, he's got the speed up here. Ignar's coming in as well. Able to get the first one. There's the cleanse down from Tomo.
Bottom side play is really worth it. 2 turret plates into the hands of Tomo.
Oh, we'll spot out Contrast taking the blue. We'll take a brunt of damage here as the crash down comes through. FBI has also joined it. Poom is like, why are there 3 people in my jungle? He goes down.
All right, we give up Rift Trail to keep FBI bottom. Contracts is poking around. He's not going to give up.
Oh, no. And as soon as you use that crash down, you have no real way out. And Rich is just peppering in the damage. Tomo and Jensen trying to get over here to help their team. And Contracts is already gone. Got a nice little Fate Seal combo with Dokla there. And they're turning it around a little bit. Boom! That's a double kill for Palafox. Emperor's Divide comes back, though, and he pushes him right back. Oh, no. Dignitas end up turning it around. And Rich is coming.
But honestly, this team fight is looking pretty good.
Flash, the crash down, the Fate Seal. That's the Wombo combo there, but delivery straight to Rich with the Emperor's Divide, and Palafox gets burned down, as apparently the bird is feasting today as the double combo flaps all over him.
And Rich Quinn from the top, and Jensen takes the whole tower with the help of the Rift Herald. Mid lane prow secured. Guess what? They dealt with those 2 kills on the Yone pretty easily.
Yeah, they did, apparently. And Jensen just gets a giant pack of gold delivered to his front door. And you love that because we were setting in the draft. He grabbed this to make sure he can be that sustainable late game carry for them. Well, he's already got a ton of gold here. He's about to go spend 1,700 of it. NRG need to make something happen. They get the nice little grand entrance there. Santorin gets taken down himself as Ignar gets the kill.
1 back for Energy. They're still hunting. Contracts over the wall. Can he get the Q? He does.
Oh, a little bit of knock-up follow-up there. FBI can't get into range just yet. And Poom will get there with that stand behind me. And
with the ulti from Sejuani, so they absolutely blast that Yone, focusing him down. The knockback into the tower down so early in the game. Dealing with a Quinn becomes almost impossible here. Play from Energy. Can they make it?
Is this the big Dokes play they've been looking for? Tomo is aggressed on by FBI. You got another TP in behind from Jensen, though, as Dignitas, they're trying to take the fight. Dokla has joined up, but is it the Wombo combo from your dreams? You got a nice pushback from Jensen, but it's NRG who find 2 for Palafox.
They're good for 2. They leave the top side open, though. Quinn is going to be pushing on that tower. He can be a difference maker for Energy as well, since now they don't have the teleport flank option from Dokla.
And I always appreciate the Poom Braum, but I think the Rakan in this situation is just such an enabler for NRG. And speaking of enabling, maybe they're going to be able to find Rich in the side lane. He is a very fluid bird. All right, he's pretty quick on the draw, able to make it out of there. But
for Energy, I still like the call here from Dignitas because they open up topside already. Inhibitor will be exposed, and then they get the earlier rotation over towards mid lane to get tower number 2.
I can't believe, like, at this point, we're playing PvE-based destruction.
And guess what? They've got the extra power on sides. Everybody 5-on-5 now, mid though, as Dragon's about to spawn. Mid.
Okay, there's still the knockback. The Fate Sealed was a beautiful call there, but the Anti-Crystal Arrow comes back, and Palafox gets sniped down by Rich. That's not NRG not wanting to back off, though. Its shutdown goes to Big Dokes. You still got to look at the pickoff on the Jensen. FBI almost gets him, but this is a nice little front to back for NRG where they find a comeback.
Okay, and they're not done yet, Big Dokes.
Oh, Dokla going a little bit far forward, but Tomo can space so well. And with that approach velocity, you can't really get away. The TP will be end up used by Jensen to rejoin the fight. But look
to ult over the Azir ult, but then Jensen had a better stopwatch. Broken stopwatch in inventory. That keeps the rest of them off. Defends the rest of the teammates, buys time.
So Palafox can be a big saving grace for NRG here as he tries to get Poom. The Glacial Fissure does come down, but it will not save him. Ignar gets that kill, and NRG, they're starting to find a little energy.
And that's exactly what they have to do. Keep making looks. Keep forcing these players.
And we're going round 2 here. Got TP coming in now as well. We'll see them if they want to take the fight instead. It looks like they were just trying to bait it yet again. Trying to catch out Dokla. They get the Emperor's Divide. They're going to have to go in. NRG won it, though. Look at Palafox. He finds Tomo in the back. And NRG, they're doing it. They get one on a Poom, too. And it's just team fight potential coming out from them. It's Jensen trying to get away, but he gets locked out again. And it's all she wrote for Dignitas. 4 down.
Clutch fight for energy there, and the reward will be... Kaisa just got to freely ultimate into the back line, and they assassinated. Now here, looking for round 2.
They're feeling rambunctious here. I know we had the birds on the side of Dig, but it's looking like the Red Bull Baron buff is giving them the wings as they get one on a Poom again, and they are just consistently taking the fight here to Dignitas. That was a triple kill for FP5 before he went down, but a quadra in the end, and NRG, they just got a gold lead for the first time in the game.
Oh my goodness, Killer Instinct, aptly named skill for FBI here. He goes under the tower to finish that quadra. Tower down, and with the Baron buff, NRG completely erase the Dignitas gold lead. They take it for themselves.
This was a game where Dignitas were up 4K at 13 minutes, Kobe. Like, this is actually such an incredible fight back for NRG, and it's the composition coming together. It's Palafox leading the way with
there from energy. FBI ulting into the back line and finishing
they're going to do it again. They got the engage there from Contract as well. There's the Seal of Fate. The combos ring true. My goodness, it's beautiful to see as NRG now with a 3K lead will take their 3rd dragon of the game.
Oh, they're running it now.
Won't be able to get too much here, but maybe an inhib tower, or inhib at least for NRG.
Yeah, should be able to finish up that inhibitor, no problem for them selling on the back line of Dignitas. And they're even going to get another turret for themselves here. This
bottom side should be the next focus for NRG. And we're at a point where Dig's composition, they had those early skirmishes. They had a lot of...
It's going to be any check from Dig, even though they do have a hawk shot. They know they cannot win this fight. There's way too many angles in the jungle.
Rich there ends up missing the Sealed Fate, but maybe the chase down from Santorin. And Rich, they get the Gale Force forward. They're TPing now as well. Dokla coming to join the fight. He goes golden. That's that stopwatch you were highlighting earlier. And it means that Rich is just out of the fight now. Santorin's like, oh goodness, I got to find a way out. Meanwhile, their team is being engaged on the other side of the rift, as it's going to be the TP coming in from Palafox. They got to try to save the day as they got bursted under that. They go the distance, and they have gone the distance in this first game as well. They are 1 away from that soul. We have Mountain coming up now, but it is pressure and topside on Rich, and he gets his GA pop, but Dignitas, they don't want to let that go unchecked. They want to try to take down Palafox here. That'd be a nice little shutdown as well, and they're going to give it straight to Jensen. Big Daddy Bucks.
Wait, they're doing this at such a terrible time. Energy, they're going to give up 2 contracts down. The dragon is available. That could be an objective bounty shutdown for Dignitas, and that is a Dragon Soul denial. They just flopped really hard. Only gets out, throwing out the W from Kaisa to hope for a lucky fight.
He dies this time. There's the shutdown and the blast cone to safety for Palafox. The Baron goes over, and now the Red Bull wings are covering over Dignitas.
How does he get out of this one, though?
Palafox pretty big here. The Emperor's Divide blocks him out, and you got the GA, but it's not going to buy enough time here. You got 4 members of Dignitas, and it will be the kill going to Rich.
So, Energy do actually finally kill Tomo. You're like, aha! A little bit slow for Dig. Rich now on the next minion wave, and Contract is in!
Going to Killer Instinct from FBI in the back line here as well. The Fate Sealed isn't going to be enough. You got Dokla in there too, and RJ, they're doing it! That's already 2 there as well for FBI. They're cleaning house now too. The only that's left is Santorin and Rich, and Santorin should get taken out by Palfa. I actually don't think he gets him here. I think Santorin makes it out alive, and he does indeed. So 3 down for Dignitas, and that should be a push up the mid lane for NRG.
Rich seeing if he can cut minion wave, but Energy are defending it nicely. All right, with that Dragon Soul, they're going to run it all the way up. There's 3 members now, and it's just Rich and Santorin.
Look how fast he is, though. See, you can't be distracted by that. It's just the inhib that they're here for. They want to try to put it into this game. And while there still is the Baron buff there for 30 seconds, gives them a little bit of safety under these towers, they're still trying to dive underneath. Got the combo of Contract and Ignar, but now it's the focus on the Nexus turrets. Is this where they finish it? Is this where NRG make good on their second round robin? They're taking them down one by one, and they're looking at the Nexus now. The final body falls, and Dignitas is no more. NRG will take that revenge, and they'll take game number 1 of the day.
Force that trade, and Vulcan is going to go to Alistar, so we move it another jungle rel for us. We're eating good today.
It's going to be jungle rel.
That's a very nice play out of the mid jungle.
Yeah, I think specifically for Spica, with the failures of FlyQuest so far in the season, it is nice to see him being very proactive early on. Bottom side though.
Coming out. Speaker gonna be looking for the engage. Unforgiven, no sums. He's sure to fall. Armeo can do nothing here. Ayla with the flash, but Spica gets him up anyway. Ayla will fall also. 2 kills going to Prince here in the bot wave off that last time where he had to force his flash. So now mid lane has been equalized. Bot lane is heavily in the favor of FlyQuest, and we'll see where they can go from here.
I think that's a bit of a lack of respect there from Evil Geniuses. You've got to expect they're still down there after the dragon. And Vulcan comes in.
Vulcan. He's looking for Jojo. Jojo's got to pull back. He has no rocket jump. He's going to be diving down by Vikla. Armeo arrives, but it's too late.
FlyQuest will retain control here. Move off of, oh, it's not going to burn down in time. They're coming off of it.
Yeah, the equalizer's going to get dropped onto Jojo. Ayla hooks back to the turret, will stay safe as FlyQuest should secure this, but it may be trouble in the mid lane. No flash on Vulcan. He has the ulti, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Will just be a matter of time. Jojo gets the first kill. Vikla able to trade one back, though. Nicely done. But Ayla levels up, and they're going to look for the dive. Jojo trying to knock him down with that explosive shot. Gets the reset. Ayla will fall, and now FlyQuest are on the hunt, and Jojo's on the run. Can he get the recall off? I doubt it. They're going to know where he could be.
Jump.
We'll see. Hex Flash coming over. It's going to get close. Oh, he gets caught. Now, no way out for him. Vulcan's coming out, so it'll just be a slow death as Prince is farming plates mid lane. FlyQuest get another one and are looking really good here against EG.
I got a little worried because
of getting Vikla into this game. You know, they sub him back in. They want to play with confidence here. Armeo, though, looking for a fight. Not going to find the angle, unfortunately, for him. And now he's stunned up. Jojo, though, going forward. Ayla flashes in, and Vikla is caught. And Vikla looking like he may fall down. But it's the Magnet Storm coming across multiple members. And in flies Prince with the killer instinct. He's got it. The TP coming through as well from Impact. The equalizer is here. And it's going to find Jojo. You can run, you can hide. But you're not getting out of that one. Jojo goes down.
They save Vikla. They get the kills. They get the dragon. It's a blowout.
It's looking incredibly good. Finally towards Impact and Isolation because they had this strong matchup. They got one gank down on bot, and now with the Rift Herald here, Vulcan's going to look for the engage on Unforgiven. Goes in, nicely popped on the ulti. The Featherstorm going to come through, but Prince is here, and Unforgiven is gone. Ayla's sure to follow. They can reset up the dive and get another kill here. Vulcan going to take aggro, and it's 2 easy kills for Prince.
Evil Geniuses peaked at level 1 with that flash flow on mid lane. Ever since then, it is best.
They're going to find an angle down on bot lane. Revenge in some trouble. We'll see if he can outplay. Tries to buffer the unstoppable. He's going to have to go all out, but he's got no options here. Flashing back, does hit the Q3. Vulcan's still tanking it up, so survives. Well done to actually get out of it, but at the end of the day, the tower will still fall, and he can't get anything back.
They will get this turret, but I think they might have bought enough time now that the equalizer's
Teleport flank from Revenge. They're reaching.
Yeah, they're going to look, but the counter TP is coming through. Jojo's going to TP in as well. Everyone coming up towards this top lane. Vikla is the target as Revenge goes all out, but the equalizer is there. For Unforgiven in trouble as overheated Impact is chasing him down. In comes Prince, flashing over the wall. It's going to finish him off. Ayla's sure to follow. That's 2 for Prince. There's the killer instinct. That's going to be another. That's a 3rd for Prince. A 4th kill.
Hoping for a topside pick into a objective bounty shutdown on Rift Herald, but Revenge gets cooked on Vikla because for whatever reason are we talking about playoffs instead of the state of this 10,000 gold lead?
What's there to say,
what
man?
about the comeback? How do they win?
Oh, we're doing the classic? All right, so let's say you're shot calling for EG here.
What do you non-believers will be silenced.
Yeah, I just think it's when we said it's out of their hands, it means that, you know, opponents can still lose a bunch of games.
Vulcan flashing in. Here comes the Magnet Storm from Spica, connecting on multiple members, and Prince is cutting them down. Revenge going to be going down in a hurry. He goes all out, tries to take him over the wall, but it's going to be the kill from Spica as Vikla piling in. Impact doesn't even.
Cruising in this game. Dragon number 3 picked up at their leisure.
Well, all the options.
Yeah, it's not looking
nothing.
good. No, I was trying to think of like a galaxy metaphor. Like
You guys just left me hanging on that one.
Mark looking like he's on the edge of having something.
Oh, he
for it.
almost had a point. Prince maybe gonna go down, but has the killer instinct. JoJo coming in, and JoJo gets erased as Vikla drops the hammer. Armeo trying to find something, but there's nothing to find except the base, as they're gonna be sent packing once again back to the well.
Gold, silver, and bronze will be awarded all to FlyQuest members, it looks like, as the Baron goes down and
You
the
know
base
what?
gets opened
I
up.
think Spica deserves the gold medal for this one. Spica was very active. I think it was so much, him and Vulcan to me were the tag team duo that really made it happen.
That was going
Prince
to be
has
my
a lot of
submission.
kills, but
Yeah, my submission was going to be Vulcan as well as possible answer. Impact going to be able to...
those are my top two.
yeah, it's between. If you end too quickly, you didn't spend enough time winning. So you want to stay in the game slightly longer, take the entire base of the enemy team.
They're probably like, I think there's much going on for them as Spica stepping forward. Ayla's going to hook in. The equalizer is dropped already, and Vulcan going forward. JoJo trying to knock him down. Spica may fall here, and he will. We'll see if they can turn it around. Ayla goes forward, but it's only to his doom, as Prince and the rest of the squad will walk forward and claim 2 inhibitors.
All right, with the Baron buff still on too, they've got a lot of time to work with. 1:40. Those Nexus turrets don't stand a chance.
Yeah, the Nexus turrets are going down fast. EG trying to heal back up, see if there's a window here to make something happen. JoJo back to full health. The rest of the team now coming out from the fountain. They'll go for one final fight. JoJo, though, chunked low already, and Revenge is just gone. In goes Vulcan, and Prince is in the back line, and it's all over but the crying. Prince goes into the stopwatch, flashes back, the ulti coming out, but Impact is cooking him up in the well. But no, Unforgiving stepping back is going to get a couple, he's going to get triple, he's going to get a quadra from the fountain, and the minions will not be able to open, and EG going to try to mount their defense. We'll see if they can do it. FlyQuest going to be stepping forward here. JoJo Pian already going to be getting knocked down. He tries to buffer Prince back into the fountain, but he can't do it. And the rest of his team is already gone. JoJo will follow. 2 kills going the way of Vikla. Make it 3 as the Nexus will fall. It's a triple for Vikla, and it's a huge win when they needed it most for FlyQuest.
12 kills for Vikla, 13 for Prince. Both
Saw a couple of like Iceborne topside LeBlancs, so really curious to see here how Summit is going to be able to prioritize that. And I feel like Team Liquid are kind of contest Dragon, so I like this confirmation from TSM. They track him all the way into his own jungle there, and they know they'll be able to get the objective out of it.
And nice use of movement there, as well as the combination of the bot lane, Wild Turtle, and Chime. And I think, we take a look at Monster getting out of here, this wet noodle fight. I guess it's like a strong noodle versus not a strong noodle. That's a solo! And the fade away from the flash. First blood for Team Liquid. But it is still strength being put through the mid lane for Team Liquid. And Insanity, he's trying to get out, does have the step back presence there, but it's still a flash from APA to make sure the Fangs.
And they're very happy to see that, considering they had to give up that early Dragon.
And they'll actually contest with the Scuttle. They get it, but Wild Turtle and Yan, they were the big ones in this fight. Although Pyosik just gets focused down by TSM. That's a kill back and a response by TSM.
Yeah, good flash there from Boogie. He knows Pyosik does not have the Rift Herald for some turret plate usage as well. Support double recalls.
Oh, there's the light switch we were talking about in the draft. Oh, nice little petrifying gaze, though. APA gets Boogie back, and it's a 1-for-1 trade. I will say, Insanity picking up that kill is big for TSM.
Yeah, then he got Cassio.
Nice chasing him down. You're going to get some nice little poke here for Wild Turtle, putting some pressure on the 2v2 in bot lane. Summit has found out Boogie, but will also be found out by Hanser, just leaping to put the pressure. Oh my goodness! The Moonlight Vigil got blocked as well by, in front of him, Chime. And TSM.
You have the possibilities of getting your all in, and does get a little bit out of him, but Pyosik, nice time on the stun.
I just love that both of them kind of CC each other at the same time, but Boogie, he doesn't have any help here, and APA finds a helping hand.
Their way is we've got a recall timing for APA. Bottom lane is pushed in. So good groundwork done for TSM to get the Dragon, but they pay the price on top side.
Monster will try to get out. He already burned the flash, though. I'm pretty sure he wasn't able to get over there. And that will just be a side lane pick and another one going to Summit.
So really good groundwork laid by TSM to get the objective on bottom side, but they don't play the weak side correctly there. Hanser out away from his turret, gets picked off, and Team Liquid even though they give up another dragon.
But when you get a lead like this, you have to be able to continue pushing that, right? I do want to see Summit
TL always invest in, Rift Herald money plays and diving plays and Insanity.
No, Insanity, run away! I don't think he's getting out of this one. There's the light switch by Boogie. Is it enough? They're coming in for the engage. Look at that! Bloody nature by TSM. It's still Insanity going down. It's a nice trade back as Summit gets shut down, actually, going to Hanser. But you got Core JJ there, re-engage on the other side. Pyosik in low, but APA sinks his teeth in once again.
Oh, this Nocturne ulted, then maybe something comes around, and that might be the plan for TSM. Look at them coming down the lane. No flash here for APA.
There it is. Let's see if Hanser can hit that bucket shot. He does. And it should be Boogie picking him up. Shut down over to Boogie. And now the 3 for TSM looking for more.
Can TL get anything out of this, though? TSM just used their ultimate.
Jan has red-white. He could be looking to fight. They're going to go ahead and start up this dragon, though.
Yeah, TSM did invest Ash Arrow, Nocturne ultimate, Ornn ultimate. Pyosik gets stunned on the bottom side. Here come the rest of the members. Teleport in.
All right, Insanity coming down, but Wild Turtle just gets solo boloed by Summit. They should be able to respond, though. They cannot pressure him enough, and Insanity will get the kill. Meanwhile, a pick off onto Hanser.
Yeah, Team Liquid, now they've bought enough time for APA to respawn. They'll get the... And now you've got so many options here for TL because of the massive gold lead and because of your...
never mind. Goodness, there's that miasma, but look, the light switch has come through. They're under tower right now, but the Moonlight Vigil from Jan might make a difference. Boogie gets him back, and Pyosik, he's caught out here. The slowdown is there. They're going to take him out. Pyosik gets gunned down, and Wild Turtle comes up big.
So I don't know if you
fight, but it's being kind of drawn back by the veterancy on TSM. And it's actually maybe something that can play out in this game. That veterancy could be key as they're trying to find a pick out here. That Keeper's Verdict will make it an uneven fight. And APA gets taken down under tower by Insanity. Getting a little bit of revenge there as re-engage from Core JJ was a little bit wide, but Insanity has to flash out. Here comes Hanser. See the knock-up onto Jan. He does connect it, but then there will be no follow-up. Meanwhile, at the base, Summit is onto your inhib tower, and top being the Red Bull Baron buff for Team Liquid.
All right, that's too high of a price to pay. TSM going to try and get something else, but Team Liquid are coming to collapse.
Oh, see a little bit of... Oh, Hanser's going to go straight to the wall. Not going to get the tower. Is it the minions this time? Hey, all right, TSM will take that outer tower there. Pyosik will be forced to back away from the mid lane.
All right, so Team Liquid, they do end up getting the Baron dive play. Boogie makes the call, goes in Nocturne, and Kaisa follows up. Insanity and Ice Ultimate passed in there to get a little something for themselves, but looks like it is going to be 2 here at least for Team Liquid, and still pushing on the bottom side.
That's the thing with this pick, though. This will be the bread and butter of the Summit LeBlanc, but it's all about the team fight afterwards and how you try to find an influence there.
And they're just going to keep on powering through turrets. Here goes the dive.
There, got the light switch and the Ornn Horn. They get the double knock up there. That's actually pretty big. You got to look on the other side, though. Summit is coming over to try to join in. Jan has already found 2. He's looking for more as the ADC for TL steps up to the plate and says, I'm here too, guys.
Yeah, Jan. Oh, the snipe!
Insanity with the no-scope snipe!
From downtown to try and take him down, and Team Liquid were able to defend him. They kept APA alive while Jan cuts down the rest of the diving TSM, and they're right back at it.
I will say they are barreling down the base right now. We also have 3 items completed for a majority of members. It has the Ludens now too, and I believe it just got upgraded, so a little bit of extra oomph behind it.
Yeah. See if they can keep it up, though. This dragon means a lot for TSM. Mostly a denial here on the side of TL. Jan got hit with another one.
Hey, we'll miss that next one. The Keeper's Verdict has gone through. Here is the call of the Forge God. Dragon goes over to Team Liquid. We'll see Hanser actually caught out here. There's the light switch. Boogie trying to find backline access. Just goes for the kills here. He's on it. He gets one on core as TSM. They're taking the fight in the pit. It's like shooting fish in the barrel here. Oh, petrifying gaze for APA. Look at that damage. You wanted him to pop off, and he's popping off here. He's trying to get that, though. He's 1v4 now. Can he do it? He doesn't have any tools left. He wants more. He wants it. He wants it. He can get flash out. APA, is he going to make it happen? He doesn't have the damage here. He's kiting, but he kites into the abyss as an ace for TSM. And B at the Baron. Got TSM looking for an engaged Summit, just trying to get as much poke in as he can. 4,000 health on the Baron. Ornhorn has been called. It will be TL backing off 3-man knock up there, but nothing to follow up on as Insanity actually wants Summit. Summit flashes early there. The Baron ends up going down to Team Liquid.
Yeah, can they get out here? TSM trying to catch something through River. Looks like...
Oh, it's...
Royals, the defensive extra shield here for APA on the Casio, and they're going to go for the pick.
They're going for Summit. This has been a pick all day long, waiting in the wings, and they should be able to catch him out with the assistance of Wild Turtle. Although, he's buying a lot of time here, he will end up going back and just...
doing a lot of work so far with the Kai'Sa poke. They're going to need a bit more of that magic.
And this is a guy, Insanity, who literally was the chef in terms of picks, in terms of drafts, it felt like, on his previous teams.
Oh.
And maybe getting a little bit of that back from APA here. It will be the Dragon burn down here. It actually goes over to TSM as they secure the soul. I can't believe they just got that. Re-engage from TSM, and Yon is completely caught out, left in the dust. You got a Petrifying Gaze, that's pretty big. APA blocking away. Let's see if the scaling has come online as Summit's putting in some damage here, and it's a catch out from Team Liquid. They are gritty, they are tenacious, and they will stay triumphant in the moment.
Oh my, Insanity got the Dragon Soul for TSM.
It's already melting as the Prey Secret goes a little bit wide. That cooldown is going to be pretty long. Chime, that is a big moment. If Summit goes on the other side, though, there it is. Ornhorn coming across. Chime looking for the big area and entrance. They do get one, though, as they are trying to catch out Boogie. He's completely separated from the rest of the team. And Team Liquid, they're getting pushed off the fight now as they bought so much time. Insanity steps up, and Insanity gets a double kill. He's looking for more, and that's a clean ace for TSM.
They're still down in gold, but TSM ace Team Liquid to do it.
This man is 12-2 on a Kai'Sa against APA, the man who has silenced all the doubters so far, and Insanity goes, you cannot forget about me. This is gonna be a game finish from TSM, and they will guarantee a play-in at least, trying to get that tie break.
Is 100 Thieves early game and how they've been incredibly passive. And when Closer is at his best, in my opinion, it is when he's able to affect his lanes early. So I really...
Baseline for Lee Sin is really low, so you're not always going to make too much go on.
Maybe a level 2 all-in engage. Busio's forced to flash. The Ignite is burning down on Sven, and he doesn't flash. He thought he was going to live, but it's first blood over to 100 Thieves bot lane. Closer is here for the Sonic Wave, but Blabber shows himself, and that means Closer is not going to take the Resonating Strike.
Yeah, not going to be able to a lot of the advantage that Kennen would have. Could be vulnerable here as Busio might be going down.
They know he doesn't have flash, and this time Sven saves the flash. The flash from Blabber follows up on Busio, and he's got nowhere to run as long as Berserker can get one more auto attack, and it's the final in the queue that gives the killing blow. Doublelift wants the fire right on back, but he steps too far forward, uses the cleanse, flashes backward, but it baits enough time. Maybe Closer can look for it, flash Q, but Berserker flashes it, but Sven's got nowhere to run. Surely Doublelift cleans it up, and yes, they do! 100 Thieves fire right on back.
Okay, this time I'll give you the Lee Sin support here. But Quid coming down, pop the ulti, he's gonna look.
Oh, okay, Spirit Rush into Flash into Charm, doesn't quite go, missing it, but 100 Thieves at least find...
Looking for this invade, already pre-warded, over by that red buff, takes down that Herald, moves into the out themselves, and creating space by pushing back the C9 backline.
But Cloud9 are not going to have any of that, Azael, because they wait for Doublelift to walk in the lane and punish him without his summon is up on top side yet until he goes for the vision control ward. So that means that Cloud9 are just invested into making sure that some
down in bot lane, so paying respect over to that, he's just going to sit back at the tower, wait for the wave to crash. It is the first tower taken by Quid down here on that bottom side. It was solo gold, I believe.
I imagine that your one item spike here, if you're playing any fights, it has to be numbers advantage. You need to make sure that you are... Doesn't really feel like a win here for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, and they are able to take down that tier 1 tower top as well, as M&S was pushing up there, and Quid's now in trouble.
The re-engage, they know that Quid doesn't have Spirit Rush here as he... Maybe the Trail Equalizer is going to light them all up on the pieces. Doublelift is forced to flash over the wall. Nice kick from Closer, keeps Berserker stunned up, and they all end on that play. They're only able to trade one back. Someday firing with the teleport of his own as he re-engaged into Cloud9's backline, and he's able to trade one back. Blabber stunned up. 100 Thieves come alive as they don't let Someday down, and 100 Thieves
Doublelift, everyone kind of going in, trying to take him out. Remember, Sven didn't have his flash, so the whole team couldn't actually get there. Blabber starts it off.
4,000 HP on the Dragon. Cloud9 still waiting. Quid fires for Spirit Rush, but it's just the equalizer run on top of the engage from Sven. And oh my goodness, this is going to be disastrous for Cloud9. But 100 Thieves, they're just falling by the wayside. Cloud9 turned that fight completely around. It looked bad once Sven first went down, but as Nautilus, you know, your life is for the team. All four.
Why is that the target we're going for here, guys? The hook was also buffered out by Sven, so yes, he flashes, he Spirit Rushes, he survives. Sven goes to find these correct angles, and 100 Thieves have not been able to do it just yet, but they're looking for M&S now.
Okay, Closer looks for the kick onto M&S. Do they have the damage follow-up? M&S is starting up for pretty much a lot of the time, but Clouds are trying to flash over the wall, but M&S still survives! And Dustblade allows him to escape alive, and Cloud9 is just cleaning up all the 100 Thieves members on the other side of the wall. Oh, it's disaster for 100 Thieves, and Cloud9 for them. It's just another day in the office. Triple kill for Fudge. They're pushing in the minion wave. And with the Baron buff on their side, I don't know if they're going to do fatal damage to the Nexus, but they're going to look for as much as they can.
Yeah, they're looking for a lot here. Fudge flashed in, caught Doublelift with both the Electro Harpoons at the end there, is able to get the kill. The initial engage on M&S was great. They got the kick, they landed the charm, but they weren't able to finish him off, and Quid went into his Zonias pretty early when it matters most.
Cloud9, just a couple minutes point and just letting the game being choked out against your will. But a snipe from M&S onto Doublelift means there's no more carry from the side of 100 Thieves. An easy engage as M&S follows up with a double, and Cloud9 are about to make this simple as they push into the base of 100 Thieves.
That was crazy. Doublelift was full health. I think that was just Voidseeker Shock Blast was 100% of his HP. That is ridiculous. You're 2 screens away and then you're dead. And now Cloud9 marching on the Nexus. Here comes the TP. They want to finish the game.
Someday goes in for one slicing Maelstrom, but doesn't get all the full procs off. He pops before he gets anything done. Cloud9
point where you can do 2 shock blasts per acceleration gate. So it is like really, really strong for Poke. We'll see if he has enough cooldown. So let's see. Is he going to get a second one in this? Yep.
There it is.
So you can actually hit that point where it's more of a late game build, but C9 going to end the game.
I mean, they're winning it all right. I mean, do I even have to cast it? They throw out all their ultimates pretty much at this point. 100 Thieves are just crumbling. Retreating back to the fountain as Nexus turret 1 is about to fall. The second turret will fall as well. Dredgeline doesn't even care if he hits it or not. Sven has done his job. He gave up his sacrifice. And you already talked about before, it's just so hard to play Lee Sin at this point in the stage of the game when you're so far behind. But Cloud9, what a damn good way to bounce back after yesterday. And they're showing why they're one of the best teams in the league.
Yeah, they're going to try to pad the stats here, looking to farm some more kills in the fountain. They'll try to make something happen. They are getting low.
Okay, Boostio with the Magna Storm. They take out 2. Can they take out 2 more? But the minions are already doing the work.
Nice.
Golden Guardians see 3 tanks all wanting to go forward. And who he says, give me Renata Glask. Because as soon as all 3 of those tanks...
So Immortals do have first move. And it should be theirs as a result.
Ooh, Q flash from Treach lands it right onto both of the members of Golden Guardians, and they know that this play is already done, so no point in flashing away for Stixxay. First blood goes over to
actually keep pace, and they're both only 1 game back of where 100 Thieves is, right? You know, it is within reach, but they're going to look for a play on bot.
River tries to pay the love back towards the bottom side of the map, but Kenvy's going to turn around with a counter gang of his own. Tactical has to walk out of this one. The flash from Stixxay using it aggressively forward. Tactical, a couple more auto attacks, and there is the cleanup. The revenge has been made for Golden Guardians.
Yeah, nicely done. Trades, it becomes pretty difficult as you're just getting harassed by the buckler. If you try to leap forward, you're getting stunned up, but now it's a catch here on the bot side. River's going down.
And it's just easy. They knew that River had no flash in the River here. Another play might be happening in the works here. Kenvy already hovering towards the bottom side of the map. They have vision cleared out, so Golden Guardians will not know that. And Kenvy's making his approach. Flash right on target. And they know that Stixxay doesn't have flash from before. It's another kill for Immortals. It's still early game. We're not going to resort to anything quite yet, but they're initiating the dive on the bottom side of the map. Stixxay has the bailout, so they have to dodge out. Nicely well played from Huhi as Immortals forget about how Renata works, but now they have Balulu with the Mega Inferno Bomb. They trade 1 kill back. Gory coming in with the sweep, and they just might spoon feed kills back into Stixxay. Shutdown gold goes over to the Aphelios, and Balulu is on the run, and River has made his way back from base after taking the Rift Herald. The trees cannot make the crash down over the other side of the wall. Unfortunate as he throws out the dabbing penguin just for style points, but he knows he's dead.
That happened.
Yeah, and I imagine that if the stun actually connects on Tahuhi, maybe he doesn't have enough time to get the bailout out before 6-8 goes down. And now River throws out the Nature's Wrath, and poor Solo's got nowhere else to run. Licorice picks
A
up.
lot in their direction.
Treats maybe looking for something else, but oh, Gory just sidesteps it. It's a 3 Magnet Storm, but does Treats have any damage follow-up? I don't think so, because Baloo has already expended most of his cooldowns, and Treats just gets left to die as Gory picks up another one.
Yeah, Gory breaks.
As impressive as it has been to punish on Golden Guardians, you know, lack of stepping forward. Immortal's going to still try to go and look for something more. Gory is getting burned down low, but all the CC from River as Baloo is able to at least take out Gory before going down because the hostile takeover from over the wall, but Tactical actually takes out River. There's no damage follow-up from Golden Guardians. Licorice just teleported in, but everyone from Immortals got out alive.
Yeah, the Choppers was there on them out. I think that the Azir and the Aphelios are going to be able to clean up the rest of it.
Yeah. Another engage from Treats looking for Gory, but he just sweeps on over the wall and then pushes Balulu right into the arms of River. But Balulu with the W gets out alive. He's just making his way over to the safety of the jungle. And the rest of Immortals have to run away from Golden Guardians engaged. Nature's Wrath wraps up Kenvi, and he just has nowhere to run. River will get traded on back, though, into the tower. My goodness, this is a bloody game.
Yeah, it's extremely bloody, and Bolulu is able to get out as well. His finish is the recall. Who he was hunting for him up on that top side is just going to TP back towards this tier 2. Wants to be safe. Treats though.
He interrupted the shuffle. Oh, Gory.
Oh, you're taking a lazy recall. I'll actually stop you and harass you here, but gets flipped out of it with the remount there from Treats.
I am completely admiring. Oh my goodness. I don't know, man. I during that whole...
But it's been problematic that Licorice takes down the tier 1 top, now goes bot and just gets a freebie on bot side. Like, no one answering for this. He gets a lot of CDR in his kit. Like, it is very hard to get away from this guy. The counter strikes become such low cooldown.
Pretty surprisingly by Immortals, and it's put them on the back foot. They're not behind. They're still technically ahead in gold, but it's such a small number, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I mean, the gold is basically dead even. It's just about, you know, where that gold is. Poppy trading pretty well here. Licorice is going to have to pay some respect. You know, they do still have the Herald, and bot lane tier 1 is low enough that if Bolulich comes down to bot, he can just...
He has already shown the LCS the truth about Ziggs. You know, this... I don't think this champion has been, you know...
Take a page out of his book and look for it.
Yeah.
And this is that play that we're talking about. You walk up, you get the charge. It's just...
That's for them. And if you're caught in the wrong choke point, or as you've been face-checking a Nautilus, it's looking bad, but Licorice is going to look for the engage on the bottom side of the map. Kenvi and Solo are bullied away, but Kenvi already got the red buff, so
this Baron is gonna melt, so they need to come up and respond. But again, now Golden Guardians, you see they're not going to the Dragon, you can just pull off. You don't have to commit to this. Just let the Jax take the tier 2 bot for free.
He's gonna get locked up here. He throws out the hostile takeover, he goes down. It looks like they're actually just gonna go ahead and commit to the Baron, but it's gonna get so close. 2,500 HP. All of the Immortals are into the pit, and Kenvi steals the Baron away from Golden Guardians. Now Golden Guardians have to fight their way out, but Tactical flashes over the Shurima shuffle. Stixay is able to answer on back, but now it's up to him to do the damage. He and Licorice have to clean this one up and make sure that Immortals don't walk away with any of the stolen Baron buffs, but Solo is so tanky. I don't imagine he gets out. The gravity gun might say otherwise if he can get in line for a root here, but...
Who he ends up dying for free at the start, does get the ulti off, but they just say, all right, we're just committed to it. Who he's
engaged before they do any more damage.
Yeah, Licorice is trying to threaten the flank, so they clearly are wanting to go for it. Look at the Maokai coming up through the jungle. They're going to get behind him. They have 2 members behind. They're going to look for the pincer play.
Reaper's Verdict was already used. Hostile takeover doesn't hit. It doesn't reach Tactical. He's able to speed away. Licorice engages first. River right on top of it next. Magnet Storm to peel all the threats away from Tactical and Balulu. He's chunked out, but he's not dead, and he can still fire back. Tactical finds one reset, and Golden Guardians have to retreat.
Go button, and that's going to make things more difficult, but it's again back to this earlier scenario. Tactical is going to try to stay on it this time, though. He's going to finish off the Dragon, and now Golden Guardians, do they commit to the Baron take again? And it's solo whiff.
It's only 9,000 HP. I mean, there's so much time, but now they're starting to burn it down super fast. Gory over the wall, and River secures the Baron. Hostile takeover, buys some time for Golden Guardians, and they get a pick onto Kenvi. Will they look for the re-engage? Licorice is the first one into the front line, but Immortals have disengaged with the Chompers, and they walk away.
Yeah, this time, though, well executed with this. So the tier 2 mid is going to be free. The tier 2 top is going to be free. And they will have to eventually get those waves moving in the right direction.
He's forced a flash. That's Nautilus ulti down. They're making their way through the mid turret. Oh, Licorice goes in, and they're using the hostile takeover now into Licorice. A nice stopwatch that should buy some time for Golden Guardians to close this one out if they have the Baron minions on their side still. But it looks like it's just timed out. They will be able to get the middle inhibitor now, but Golden Guardians shift their attention towards the bottom side of the map. As Stixxay flashing forward, Tactical almost goes down from the Gale Force. He burned both summoner spells to escape from Stixxay.
Yeah, he's barely able to survive there, but Golden Guardians just kind of brute force it, excuse me, as Licorice came through mid, is able to just run in on them, push them back. They step up, they kill off the tower. Yes, he almost goes down, but he has the Sterix pop he has, so he could look for it as well.
That's the big thing we're looking here for this next fight. I mean, Dragon is coming up in 24 seconds for Immortals. They're just going to turn right onto this member from Golden Guardians who he was tagged up. He has the bailout and he throws out the hostile takeover, but if they don't get a kill, then he's just gone. Licorice is prevented from getting any closer to Balulu, but Gory is teleported right below, and Balulu is forced to flash over the wall, but he shifts on over and he picks up the mid laner of Immortals, and now Golden Guardians, could this be the pushing end? As they are forced to recall, but Immortals, Kenvi, and Solo cannot find a place to retreat. Licorice is preventing his recall, so it gives Golden Guardians the guaranteed numbers advantage. Solo had the TP on back. Tactical is here as well, but can he wave clear? Oh, Stixxay has a lot of damage. Stopwatch is forced to pop. They have to defend him, but he goes down anyway. Tactical is doing everything he can to defend against Golden Guardians. They want to pick up this win for Immortals, but Golden Guardians have a conspiracy to beat. They have to beat the allegations. They have to win. 10 wins in a row in the summer split. Gory looks for the shifting sands. Damn your conspiracy video, chat. Golden Guardians will take their 10th win for the first time in the LCS.
For the first time in franchise history here, Golden Guardians reach 10 wins. They will beat the allegations.